Greetings people on the other side of the internet, I'm the Wonka, and this is a video about the GDEMU. Now what is a GDEMU? Well, it's something for your Sega Dreamcast here, and I remember this thing like it was half my childhood. I mean, it's a big part of my childhood because me and my siblings got it when we were real young and it was still kind of newish, not exactly new, but newish. And we were really excited to get a gaming system for the TV or another one. We had the NES already, and I think we still had the Nintendo 64, but the Sega Dreamcast, it took CDs, you know, it was real cool. And so we played on this thing a lot, and we made some really good memories on it, playing like Sonic Shuffle, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Miss Pac-Man, Test Drive 6, Toy Commander. Toy Commander was real fun. And you know, all sorts of different games. This is the system that really got me into Sonic the Hedgehog as a kid. And of course, all the games were really hard to us as kids, you know. So, and then when Sonic Adventure 2 came out for the Dreamcast, me and my siblings were really excited, and we wanted the game so badly that me and my older sister split the cost to buy the game for the Sega Dreamcast. And that was real fun. And Sonic Shuffle, we played multiplayer all the time. With probably all the games, amongst my siblings, I was probably the best at playing them. With the exception of Miss Pac-Man, me and my older sister were kind of head-to-head with that. But needless to say, this thing has been a big part of our childhood. Now, one of the biggest problems we had, even as kids, when we got this thing used, sometimes the games would take forever to load, or not load, or freeze up or something because it was trying to read the disc. It couldn't quite read the full disc, and us as kids didn't know any better, so we just bang on the top and try to get to work again, and that probably caused more damage than it did help, but it kind of helped. Years later, I finally figured out, I learned how to readjust the laser so that, like, the intensity of it, so that it'll work. It'll actually read the discs, and kind of revive this thing because it was getting worse and worse over time. Another problem we had as kids is the CDs would get scratched so easily. Even just putting them in, taking them out without doing anything. We got to the point in Sonic Adventure where Tails and Sonic were coming in on the Tornado 2 going to the egg carrier, and Sonic says something about landing gear, and Tails says, "Oh no, I forgot," or something like that, and then the game would freeze and crash because the disc was so scratched up. So we had to buy a whole nother disc as kids, or maybe our parents bought it, I don't remember. But we had to get another disc. Another problem is that it's loud. It goes if you remember how a Dreamcast goes. And those sounds are so loud, and even in the cupboard where we hid it, you know, it was kind of still loud, and it had long loading times. So these are some problems that the Dreamcast has. And what I have here, the GDEMU, is meant to fix these problems and improve the longevity or the lifespan of this Dreamcast. So let's open this up here. This arrived from Poland. This is the GDEMU version 5.4. So this replaces the CD-ROM, or the disc reader, or whatever you want to call it. The optical drive, I guess, of the Dreamcast with an SD card reader. Yeah, this is just a circuit board. You take out the entire you take out the entire CD-ROM, and you place this buddy in there and screw it in, and you format your SD card right and put all the files correctly, and you put it in there, and it'll load faster, first of all, because it's an SD card, not a CD. It's more reliable, hopefully, and you don't have to worry about scratching your discs anymore. And it can hold multiple discs. You can press the button here, I believe, is how you go to the next disc, and it's real cool. I'm really excited about this because I almost decided to do this video last night, but there was no light outside last night, so Oh, that's right. Why am I outside? light, and people are in the house, or at least one person's in the house. So I just kind of want to do this outside. Alright, let's get into assembling this thing. First part is remove any CDs you might have in there, because you don't want those in there right now. Second part is to take off the top. What, yours doesn't just come off? Oh, well, you kind of have to remove 4 screws. If you have a modem, or if you're lucky enough to have a LAN, take that out, and the screw's under there. And ooh, shiny. Oh yeah, first thing is unplug it, by the way. That's very important. This is the power board right here, and it can still be holding a charge, so just don't touch that if you can help it. I mean, there's some parts on it you can touch, but yeah, I mean, don't go around touching it too much. Phillips head screwdriver, and we remove screw here, screw here.
Oh, don't you love my neighbors? Every single day that's a sunny day, somebody, someone, somewhere in this neighborhood or near this neighborhood does yard work. Or has someone do yard work for them.
Screw here. If I didn't say that already. And theoretically, yep, it should just come out. Be careful, this is where it connects to the main board under here. And you just take this entire piece out. So hold on to this piece, because it's something that you might need again in the future, or just want to hold on to because it's part of your Dreamcast. But we're not going to need it. Oh, and before you start this, always remember, make sure your Dreamcast is compatible. Alright, so the instructions say to grab the screw in the screw sleeve. We're putting it, okay. So we put this one right here. This little sleeve there. So we put that there, and we put this through here. And sleeve it through the sleeve. Well, I guess I could have done that in the air, but oh well. And there. Let me screw that in. Oh, I probably should push this down first. There we go. Alright, it's in there nice and tight. Next step, I guess, is to reassemble it. So, place this baby right back on here. Put your screws back in, which I have left inside. And now, you can see it. Alright, that's the physical installation. I'll include the website in the description below. Hi. I would encourage you to actually read the entire website and not annoy the person who is making these, because he's a hardworking person, he's an individual, he's not a company or organization, so follow his instructions carefully, read them all the way through, and please don't annoy him, because this is real cool, and if he decides to stop doing this, then that's real sad, because he's an awesome dude. At least I think he's a dude. We cool? We cool. Alright, so I'm gonna point out a couple things about the process it takes to get the games on the SD card and put it in a little bit. Just a little overview a little bit. If you are doing this yourself, please look at the website. The website will be a lot more accurate. Read everything. If you ever go to the website and you get one of these and you want to use it, read everything. Make sure you understand it, because there's a little bit of computer savvy stuff. For the most part, it's not that technical. Put your games and files labeled in numbers. So 01 is the default one that will boot from. So if you don't want your Dreamcast to automatically open to a game, then just don't make a 01 file and folder. Sorry, 01 folder, and just leave that empty. So just when you start the Dreamcast, it won't start a game automatically. But then you can use different kind of file formats. This is a CDI file format, and it has to be labeled. The main file has to be labeled disk. And I added a text document in here to remind me that this one is Sonic Shuffle. And I also made a little cheat sheet here with all the games I'll have on here. And I'll probably just put that on the inside of the Dreamcast so I can pop the cover, look at it, and say, okay, so number 7 is Test Drive 6. So I'll hit the button 6 times and you'll get to number 7. That's how you switch the discs. You hit the button on the GDEMU and it'll switch the disc. That's pretty cool. So, but you can't really tell which disc you have in it currently until you actually play the game. So, or load it up. Pretty simple once you learn how to do it. And yes, I actually do own these games on the disc for the Dreamcast. I'm just using a different interface to utilize it. The load times on this thing are incredibly fast. You hit the button, it loads for a few seconds, and bam, it's loaded. Instead of you hit the button, you wait there, and it goes and several seconds later, it loads up. I have to admit, it was kind of weird holding the Dreamcast controller in your hands, loading up a game, and not hearing the noises. Those were that was kind of weird to me. Also, I haven't actually used the Dreamcast controller in a while, so my right thumb was itching for the analog stick right there. I was like, I want to turn the camera, but it's not there. It's the triggers on the old Dreamcast, so that was a little funny. It's great. It's real quiet, actually. Without the optical drive making all that noise, you notice how loud that fan is. That tiny little fan is real loud.
Save the data in.
Loads fast. It's pretty simple to use once you know how to do it, and it's quieter. So the GDEMU combined with this VGA adapter, I have one of these over here. I don't remember which one from this website. I don't know if you can see that. This website right here. And this is the website for the GDEMU. So this combined with this for my Sega Dreamcast is awesome, because now it is fully capable of sitting on my desk and playing games on my monitor and quietly and enjoyably. And hopefully, maybe I can get my siblings back together and we can start playing Sonic Shuffle together again for old time's sake. Because we really did play that game a lot as kids. And there's a couple of types of SD cards it's not compatible with. It says it all on the website, so go to the website, read everything. You know, make sure you got everything that's compatible. Make sure your Dreamcast is compatible, first of all. And, you know, and when you're ordering, or if you decide to order one of these things, just know that the guy that you're ordering from an individual, and he's real busy, and he's working on other projects too, so it's not something you'll order and you'll get it in within 2 weeks. It's something you'll order, you'll be putting on a wait list. Well, actually, first of all, you'll intently watch his website for updates and for when he's gonna open up the wait list again, and when he does, make sure you follow the instructions correctly. Go send him the email or whatever, and then he'll respond, let you know you're on the wait list. You'll be on the wait list for a while. For me, there was a delay. I think there was like a month delay or something like that. Then eventually he'll let you know that he's ready. Use your PayPal, and he'll send it, and then you'll wait probably a couple more weeks. I had to wait a couple weeks because it's all the way from Poland. International shipping. When we finally get in the mail, you'll be really excited if you're like me. Yeah, it even states on his website here that it's just an old hobby project and not a business venture. So take it easy on him. He's a good guy, and just be real patient. And if you happen to be the creator of the GDEMU and you're watching this video, thank you so much. You are totally awesome, and I really appreciate you. Keep at it. Alright, so that's all the time I have for this. I'm going to be spending a long time editing this, and this might be a longer video than what I'm trying to make my videos lengthwise. So thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great evening. It's evening for me, or noon, or morning, or night. Go to bed. Have a good one.